Welcome to my channel History Coins HD. If you love discovering hidden treasures and learning about rare US coins, you're in the right place. In today's video, we'll reveal some of the most valuable coins that could be worth far more than you think. Stick around till the end, you won't want to miss what these rare gems are really worth. And if you are new to the channel, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel to enjoy more discoveries in future. Let's dive in. Top 1 today, we're diving deep into the world of rare and valuable coins to explore an incredible hidden gem, the United States 1-cent coin from 1968. While most people see a penny and think it's just spare change, some rare varieties of this coin can be worth a life-changing amount. You might even have one sitting in your collection without realizing its true value. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal just how much this rare penny could be worth in today's market. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. Before we get into the value, let's take a journey through history and understand what makes the 1968 penny such a fascinating piece. The year 1968 was an important time for the United States. The country was going through social and political changes, including the Vietnam War, the Civil Rights Movement, and major shifts in the economy. The U.S. Mint was still adjusting from the coin shortage of the early 1960s, which had led to changes in coin production. In 1968, the Mint produced pennies in 3 different locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Coins from the San Francisco Mint bear an S mint mark, while those from Denver have a D. Philadelphia minted pennies have no mint mark at all. At first glance, the 1968 penny looks like any other Lincoln cent. The obverse side features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been in use since 1909. The reverse side shows the Lincoln Memorial, which replaced the original wheat design in 1959. The phrase E pluribus unum is inscribed above the monument, and 1 cent is boldly displayed at the bottom. While millions of these pennies were produced, a few special ones stand out from the rest. What makes them so valuable? It all comes down to rarity, condition, and unique errors that occurred during the minting process. Point 1 of the key factors that determine a coin's value is its condition. Collectors grade coins based on their state of preservation, from heavily worn to nearly flawless. The most valuable coins are those in mint state condition, meaning they look almost brand new, with sharp details and no significant wear. If you happen to have a 1968 penny that has been well preserved or kept in a collection for decades, it could be worth a lot more than face value. Another major factor that increases a coin's value is a minting error. Sometimes, mistakes happen during the coin production process, and those mistakes create unique coins that collectors highly desire. For the 1968 penny, certain errors can skyrocket its worth. Point 1 such error is the doubled die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a slightly shifted or blurred effect on the lettering or portrait. A 1968 penny with a strong doubled die error can be extremely valuable. Other errors, such as off-center strikes, misaligned dies, or missing mint marks, can also make a penny much more desirable to collectors. While some of these rare pennies have been found in pocket change, others remain hidden in old coin jars, rolls, or collections. That's why it's always worth taking a closer look at your old coins. So, what is the real value of a rare 1968 penny? If you're lucky enough to find one of these rare error coins in top condition, it could be worth a fortune. Some collectors and auction houses have valued certain rare varieties at an astonishing $86,000. That's right, $86,000 for a single penny. It just goes to show that even the smallest pieces of change can hold incredible value. So, if you come across a 1968 penny, be sure to check its condition and look for any unique features. You never know, you might be holding a small fortune in your hand. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a future update. Let us know in the comments if you've ever found a rare coin, and as always, Top 2, get ready for an exciting deep dive into one of the rarest and most valuable pennies in U.S. history, the 1971 Lincoln cent. While most people wouldn't think twice about a penny, certain rare varieties from 1971 have shocked the coin collecting world with their incredible value. Could you be holding one of these rare pennies without even knowing it? Stick with me until the very end, because I'm going to reveal just how much this coin could be worth today, and trust me, the number will leave you speechless. To truly appreciate the significance of the 1971 penny, we need to take a step back and understand what was happening in America at the time. The early 1970s were a period of economic uncertainty. Inflation was on the rise, and the U.S. was moving away from the gold standard, which affected the value of currency in circulation. The U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies every year, but among these countless coins, a few rare errors slipped through the cracks, errors that today make certain 1971 pennies worth a fortune. The Lincoln cent, first introduced in 1909, had already undergone some major changes by 1971. The most notable update came in 1959, when the reverse design switched from the classic wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial. The obverse, however, remained unchanged, featuring the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner. At first glance, the 1971 penny looks like any ordinary cent. It's composed mostly of copper, with a small amount of zinc and tin. But here's where things get interesting. Within the millions of 1971 pennies minted, a small number contained a rare and valuable error that has made them incredibly desirable to collectors. One of the most sought-after errors in the 1971 Lincoln cent is the double die variety. A double die error occurs when the coin's design is imprinted twice, slightly misaligned, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain letters and numbers. In the case of the 1971 penny, this doubling can be seen most clearly on the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1971. If you spot this on a penny, you might have struck gold, but what makes a double die coin so valuable? It all comes down to rarity and demand. Coin collectors are always looking for unique and unusual pieces to add to their collections, and a well-preserved double die penny from 1971 is one of the rarest and most desirable finds. The fewer there are in circulation, the higher their value climbs. Another factor that dramatically affects a coin's worth is its condition. Collectors and grading companies use a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, flawless coin. The highest valued 1971 pennies are those in uncirculated, mint-state condition. If you have a 1971 penny that looks crisp, shiny, and untouched, it could be worth significantly more than one that has been in circulation for decades. But there's another twist: some 1971 pennies were struck on the wrong type of metal planchet, making them even rarer. A few were mistakenly printed on leftover silver-clad planchets intended for other coins. If you find a 1971 penny that appears a little too shiny or has a slightly different weight, you might want to get it checked by a professional. Now, let's get to the most exciting part: how much is this rare 1971 penny actually worth? If you happen to find one with a strong double die in mint condition, it could be worth an astonishing $82,000. Yes, you heard that right, $82,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that something so small and ordinary could turn out to be a life-changing treasure. That's why it's always worth checking your old coins. You never know what hidden gems might be lurking in your collection, waiting to be discovered. If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever come across a rare penny, and as always, Top 3. We are diving into the world of rare and valuable coins to uncover the hidden fortune that could be hiding in your pocket or coin collection. The 1967 United States 1-cent coin. While most pennies are worth just 1 cent, there are a select few from this year that can be worth an incredible amount of money. You might have one without even realizing it. Make sure to watch until the very end, because I'll be revealing just how much one of these rare pennies could be worth. Trust me, you won't believe the number. To understand what makes the 1967 penny so special, let's take a step back in time. The year 1967 was a significant one in American history. The Vietnam War was at its peak, civil rights movements were shaping the nation, and space exploration was making headlines. The economy was shifting, and during this time, the U.S. Mint was making some unusual decisions regarding coin production. One of the biggest changes in 1967 was the lack of mint marks on coins. Normally, pennies minted in different locations would be marked with a D4 Denver or an S4 San Francisco, but in 1967, the U.S. Mint temporarily stopped using mint marks. This decision was made to discourage coin hoarding, which had become a problem in the early 1960s due to silver shortages. As a result, all 1967 pennies look the same at first glance, but some are far more valuable than others. At first look, the 1967 Lincoln cent appears to be just another regular penny. The obverse features the familiar portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to his left, and the date 1967 to his right. The reverse showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that replaced the original wheat ears in 1959. While millions of these pennies were struck, only a handful have become highly sought after by collectors. What makes some of them so valuable? It all comes down to rare errors, high-grade condition, and collector demand. One of the most famous and valuable errors found in the 1967 penny is the double die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice, creating a visible doubling effect on certain letters or numbers. In the case of the 1967 penny, the most noticeable doubling appears on the words Liberty and In God We Trust, as well as the date 1967. If you find a penny with this error, you could be in possession of a very rare and valuable coin. Another type of rare error found in 1967 pennies is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted to one side. The more dramatic the misalignment, the more valuable the coin becomes. There are also cases where 1967 pennies were struck on the wrong type of metal planchet. For example, some were mistakenly struck on silver or foreign coin blanks, making them extremely rare. These errors are difficult to spot with the naked eye, but they can be identified by weight or unusual coloration. The condition of a coin is another major factor in determining its value. Collectors use a grading scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, mint-state coin. If you have a 1967 penny in near-perfect condition, especially one with a rare error, it could be worth far more than you'd expect. Now for the most exciting part, how much can a rare 1967 penny be worth? If you happen to find one of these rare error coins in mint condition, it could be worth an astonishing $88,000. Yes, you heard that right, $88,000 for a single penny. It's incredible to think that something so small and often overlooked could be worth so much. This is why it's always worth checking your coins carefully. You never know, you could be sitting on a fortune without even realizing it. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found an interesting or valuable coin, and as always, Top 4, we're diving into a fascinating discovery in the world of rare coins, the 1975 D Lincoln penny. At first glance, it may look like just another ordinary cent, but certain rare varieties of this coin have made headlines for their incredible value. Could you be holding one of these hidden treasures in your collection? Stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal just how much one of these rare pennies could be worth. Trust me, you won't believe the number. The year 1975 was a significant time in American history. The Vietnam War was coming to an end, the US economy was going through inflation, and pop culture was booming with the rise of disco and blockbuster movies. Meanwhile, the US Mint continued its production of coins, including millions of Lincoln cents. The 1975 penny was struck at multiple locations, including Philadelphia, which had no mint mark, Denver, marked with a D, and San Francisco, marked with an S4 proof coins. The 1975 D penny was produced at the Denver Mint, and while most of them were common, a few rare varieties and minting errors have made some of these pennies worth a fortune today. Let's first look at the design of the 1975 D penny. The obverse, or front side, features the iconic portrait of President Abraham Lincoln, a design that has been in circulation since 1909. Above his head, the phrase "In God We Trust" is displayed, with the word Liberty to the left and the date 1975, along with the D mint mark to the right. On the reverse side, the coin showcases the Lincoln Memorial, a design that replaced the wheat ears in 1959. At first glance, the 1975 D penny may not seem like anything special, but certain rare errors and high-grade versions of this coin have skyrocketed in value. One of the most valuable types of 1975 D pennies is the double die variety. This occurs when the coin's design is struck twice by the minting press, resulting in a slightly shifted or duplicated appearance on certain letters and numbers. In the case of the 1975 D penny, the doubling is most noticeable on the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date 1975. If you have a penny with this error, it could be incredibly valuable. Another highly sought-after error is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin is not perfectly aligned during the minting process, causing the design to be misaligned or partially missing. The more dramatic the misalignment, the rarer and more valuable the penny becomes. One of the rarest errors found in 1975 D pennies is the wrong planchet error. Occasionally, pennies were accidentally struck on the wrong type of metal, such as a silver or foreign coin blank. If you ever come across a 1975 D penny that looks different in color or weight, it could be an ultra-rare mistake worth a small fortune. Now, let's talk about the most important factor in determining a coin's value: its condition. Collectors and grading companies use a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 representing a flawless, uncirculated coin. The highest graded 1975D pennies, especially those with rare errors, can fetch astonishing prices at auctions. That if you have a 1975D penny in pristine, uncirculated condition, especially with an error such as a double die or an off-center strike, it could be worth an unbelievable $76,000. Yes, you heard that right, $76,000 for a single penny. This is why it's always worth checking your pocket change, old coin jars, and collections. You never know when you might come across a rare and valuable penny hiding in plain sight. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever discovered an interesting or valuable coin, and as always, Top 5, we're uncovering an incredible hidden gem in the world of rare coins, the 1979 Lincoln penny. While most people overlook pennies as just small change, some rare versions of the 1979 1-cent coin have turned out to be worth an absolute fortune. Could you have one of these valuable coins hiding in your collection? Stay with me until the very end, because I'll reveal exactly how much one of these rare pennies can be worth today. Trust me, the number will leave you in shock. To understand why some 1979 pennies are so valuable, we need to look at the time period in which they were minted. The late 1970s were a time of economic challenges for the United States. Inflation was rising, gas prices were high, and the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies to keep up with the growing demand for small change. The Lincoln cent, which had been in circulation since 1909, remained a staple of American currency, but not all pennies were created equal. The 1979 penny was struck at 3 different mints: Philadelphia, with no mint mark; Denver, with a D mint mark; and San Francisco, with an S mint mark for proof coins. While billions of pennies were produced that year, a small number contained rare errors and variations that make them extremely valuable today. The design of the 1979 penny is the same as the classic Lincoln cent. The obverse features the profile of President Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the words "In God We Trust" above his head, "Liberty" to the left, and the date 1979 to the right. If the coin was minted in Denver or San Francisco, you'll also see a small D or S below the date. On the reverse side, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design that replaced the original wheat ears in 1959. And now, let's get to the exciting part: what makes some of these 1979 pennies so valuable? One of the most sought-after varieties of the 1979 penny is the double die error. This happens when the design is accidentally struck twice by the minting press, creating a noticeable doubling effect on certain letters and numbers. In the case of the 1979 penny, doubling is most often seen on the words "Liberty," "In God We Trust," and the date 1979. If you have a penny with this error, you could be in possession of an extremely rare and valuable coin. Another valuable error is the off-center strike, which occurs when the coin is not properly aligned during the minting process. This results in a design that appears shifted or incomplete. The more off-center the strike, the rarer and more valuable the coin becomes. One of the rarest and most valuable errors found in 1979 pennies is the wrong planchet error. Occasionally, a penny was struck on a planchet meant for a different type of coin, such as a dime or a foreign currency blank. These mistakes are extremely rare and can be worth a significant amount of money. If you ever come across a 1979 penny that looks thinner, lighter, or has a silvery appearance, it might be an error coin worth a fortune. Condition is also a major factor in determining the value of a 1979 penny. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect, uncirculated coin. The highest graded 1979 pennies, especially those with errors, can fetch huge prices at auctions. A well-preserved coin with a rare error is the ultimate prize for collectors. Now, the moment you've been waiting for: just how much can a rare 1979 penny be worth? If you happen to have one in mint condition, particularly with a double die or another rare error, it could be worth an astonishing $72,000. Yes, you heard that right, $72,000 for a single penny. This is why it's so important to check your loose change, old coin jars, and collections. You never know when you might come across a hidden treasure. That small copper penny in your hand could turn out to be worth more than you ever imagined. If you found this video helpful and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Let me know in the comments if you've ever found an interesting or valuable coin, and as always, happy collecting and good luck on your treasure hunt.